Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this. I much appreciate it. Now, on the TL, that's timeline, slang for the timeline if you don't know, for those who aren't knowers, there's been some discourse over caffeine-free soda, sugar-free soda, and diet soda. And I'm like, my brothers, free yourself from the shackles of caring. Just drink the damn sody pop. You know, albeit I will say my personal opinion, I don't get the point of caffeine-free soda. Does soda have that much caffeine in it? I don't know, I guess. Now, my other opinion is, what's the difference between sugar-free and diet soda? I guess no antimethaphine or whatever. Anyway, do I want to run? What do I want to run right now? Kind of just want to take the knife, but I feel like I should use other things. You know what? I'll just use this build. This build seems fine. So the build we are running today is the Mach 2 Slab Shield with Maniac damage and Cavernous enemy damage with Thunderstrike and Confident Strike. And we have the Lawrence Mach 6 Rumbler with Adhesive Charge and Shrapnel with Infested damage and Cavernous enemy damage. Although I should change that from Infested to Unyielding, but eh. And then we have Tearing Presence, Heavyweight, Smash 'em, Furious, Big Friendly Rock, Slam, Indomitable, Stomping Boots, Pulverize, Batter, Crunch, Bonebreaker's Aura, Delight and Destruction, Get Stuck In, Bruiser, No Pushover, Feel No Pain, Pained Outburst, Strongest, and Unstoppable Momentum. That's the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? Alrighty. Before I talk about what I wanted to talk about in the video today, Canada won the Four Nations Face-Off for hockey. I'm not a hockey fan, but I think Canada winning is good for the culture right now. I feel like it would have been very bad if America won. So good job, Canada. What else? I saw a video on manatees are very cute. And apparently they hang out with crocodiles because the crocodiles, like, it's a thing of... what is happening? Manatees are just too big for crocodiles to try to deal with. So the manatees, having no natural predator, will follow the crocodiles and then hug them. And I find that very cute. Anything else before I get into the nitty-gritty? My audio's kind of loud. New Invincible episode today. It was kind of boring, but like there wasn't much going on. And I will say, normally I'm not one to be like, oh my god, the Invincible animation is so bad. What? Now, do I think Invincible animation could be better? Why are they all the... I guess there's a Chaos Spawn, so that's actually... Never mind, I'm the one in the wrong. I'm the bad one. I forgot, honestly, I kind of forgot there was a Chaos Spawn. So I feel a little stupid, but that's okay. So that's completely my bad. I'm the stupid one. I think there's some up there. There you go. But man, this episode, not only was it a bit of a slower episode, which is fine, I'm not complaining about a slower episode. You know, the slower episodes are needed. But it was just kind of like the animation in this one was exceptionally poor. And it's such a shame too. Because if you go back and look at Invincible Season 1, the animation there was great. It was so much better. And I'm like, Amazon, this is like the most popular show in America right now. Or animated show at least. You can throw it a couple bones. So that would have hit had the plasma not killed it. So hope the next episode's better. Where was I? Oh, now to the nitty gritty. So I'm stealing this conversation topic from Mr. E, the Darktide YouTuber, who's far bigger than I am. But, you know, I figured I play this game enough to give my opinion on the state of the game. I think the Fatshark is not doing enough. Fatshark's not doing enough. You're telling me where you come back and the thing you announce is just Mobian 21st again? A literally worse event than your last one because it's less fun? Sorry, but the more Crushers at least was funny because it was a lot of Crushers. Like, picking up Grimoires with slightly more armor shit mobs is like... Come on now. And, like, Havoc isn't all that. I play Havoc... Now, for a while, I was kind of hard stuck Havoc 25. But recently, after I got the Havoc 40, I've been getting into more Havoc 40s, and I've been completing more Havoc 40s. I've almost gotten True Survivor. Haven't gotten True Survivor. I almost got it, but I sacrificed myself for a teammate. So I'll say, you know, so I've done it. You know, I'm still gonna play Havoc because I need to do the penances. But there's literally after that, what's the point of playing Havoc? Because Havoc's not like, I like difficulty. Don't get me wrong. Maybe not as much as some people, right? I'm not a. But, like, I like a hard experience. But a lot of the Havoc's difficulty isn't from, like, oh my god, this was challenging, to, oh my god, this is not fun. Like, Emperor's Fading Light is not fun. And, like, I think part of the issue is, one, obviously with how bad Fatshark is stagnating the game. Like, the rewards are bad, the incentives to play are bad. It's just like, what's the point? Like, oh, cool, I get more Diamantine and Plasteel. And look, I'm a loot goblin. I like my Diamantine and Plasteel. I like having millions of Diamantine and Plasteel. But I would also like more things. And I'm aware that, like, the you know, powers that be have essentially made it so Fatshark can't give cosmetics as a reward, really. Or at least not that often. Not like they do in Vermintide 2. Which is a shame, but it's just the truth. And we're just going to have to live with that unless, like, someone at Fatshark is able to, like, convince GW... to, or whoever, you know, whatever bigwig is making that decision to let them have it. But one of the main... the map pool sucks. I don't like Arcavum Cigarettes at the best of times. I hate that literally every other Havoc mission is Arcavum Cigarettes. Like, and the enemy pool is so... Like, Fatshark needs to get more enemies in. Like, where's a Plague Marine? Where's some fucking Heralds of Nurgle? Where are goddamn Plague Bearers? Some actual meat and potatoes here. More, give me a Heretic Plasma Gunner. Fuck it, you know? Like, just something. Just more variety in the enemies. Like, I can beat on 1,000,000 Ragers, and that's fun, but I've already beaten 1,000,000 Ragers. You know? Like, I don't... Like, there's no... And if Havoc is just going to throw 30 more than normal at me and have me have less HP and toughness, it's like, okay, cool, I guess. And like Havoc, Darktide, bit of a repetitive game. But that's the nature of it, right? It's a zombie killer. You go in to kill zombies. And I'm not saying that they need to have, like, new maps every other week. As much as that'd be nice. But the Havoc map pool being limited, the enemy pool being limited, a lot of no fun mechanics like piss on the ground, bulletproof enemies, and you having less HP and toughness overall aren't like fun modifiers. It's like, oh, are these are these fun modifiers or are they annoying modifiers? Oh no, trust me, they're fun modifiers. Annoying modifiers.png. You know, like, it's just unfortunate. Like, Mobian 21st with pus hardening skin and blight spreads. Wow, this modifier is so interactive and game changing. Like, it's no, you just don't stand in the piss puddle. and on a whole, as I said, you know, with Fatshark being like very stagnation heavy, with Darktide, like, the updates come out far too slow. Like, I praise Darktide over Space Marine 2, because Space Marine 2 doesn't have a lot of content, but like there's a point where it's like, okay, well neither of them have a lot of content. Like you drop a new map and like one new weapon for a class every major patch, quote unquote. You call it a day, and it's like that's not enough. Like those are fine. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm glad that we get new weapons and stuff every now and then, and the new maps are usually pretty good. What the fuck? But like, we need winds of change. Like the roguelike thing. Like it feels like just that you introduce Gene Stealer cults that way. It feels like the biggest slam dunk I've ever seen, and Fatshark just doesn't want to do it. And like Havoc is as hard as it's gonna get. I really wish it wasn't. Because like Havoc isn't hard, Havoc is annoying. It's very different. It's very different. There's hard and then there's annoying, and Havoc is more annoying. And like, oh my god, having to grind every week back to 40, like, especially when the early levels of Havoc are snooze fests. And also, I mean, Mr. East made this point, so I'm just literally hijacking it from him. You can't quick play into Havoc. It's stupid. I can quick play into Auric Maelstrom, but not Havoc. Like, logistically, what's the difference? If people are queuing for Havoc, just like make a good matchmaking system or something, you know? Or at least let people, like, you know, quick play into Havoc to a certain level. Because the Party Finder system is ass. Like, it really feels like Havoc was made so people were forced to use their Party Finder system. So, like if we got a Winds of Change update for Darktide, Darktide would be in a way more replayable spot. Like, Havoc doesn't add replayability. It adds, okay, I claimed my Havoc rewards from Duquesne. Okay, I did it. That's the replayability. Like, right now, Darktide's not a very replayable game, unless you like games like this. But, like, they're, like, if, you know, I love Darktide, so don't take this the wrong way. But if I don't have a financial incentive to play Darktide, which I do, right, because I get paid for these videos, there's ads on them for a reason. If I didn't have a financial reason to play Darktide, why would I ever, like, play Darktide as much as I do? I play Darktide every single day. I've played Darktide every single day since its release. Like, well, pretty much every single day. You know, save for the times I literally didn't have internet or was out of town. So, like, you know, and even then I consume Darktide content by watching it on my phone. Like, I eat this game for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I want it to succeed more. I want Darktide to have, like, an insane... I want Darktide to have the Vermintide experience, where people, like, love this game, you know, 10, 20 years later. But, like, Fatshark is just, like, you know, they have a cash cow and they're not milking it. Like, you're gonna tell me that the cosmetic shop is profitable? You think people are wailing out for blue cat with goggles number 532? I don't think so, my friend. Like, some of the cosmetics in the shop are genuinely good, and I think probably a lot of people buy them, which is why you see so many Commissar hats, you see so many Kriegsman outfits, you see so many Iron Guard. Like, those are high quality stuff people buy. Right? Who's buying blue or green goblin zealot cap number 5? There's 5 of them. Who's buying them? Ah! That being said, I do have every single variant of the bog hat, but that's different. I get financial incentives to do that, right? Jesus, I'm getting rinsed right now. What's happening to me? Maybe I'm washed? Me when my stoat is washed? Those who know. It's like if this is like an unhinged rant. Like unhinged, not really unhinged. Unscripted, completely like zero coherency on this rant. There's one more. You know what? That's fine, actually. I'm not even be upset at that, because now I have 231 HP. Oh, I forgot I have this, match stim, eh? Yeah, like, Fatshark needs to be more proactive with their game. Like, as I said earlier, the new event that they came back with and made an announcement was just Moby and 21st again. Like, buddy, we're cooked. Like, and you think people will play this over Vermintide 2? The only reason why people play this over Vermintide 2 is if they prefer the 40k over Sigmar. I mean, genuinely. Like, I'll say like 70% of the player is that why. Because they wanted a horse shooter in 40k and they got it. And this is the one. And I think like, you know, like look at my opposition party, dog, we're going to hell. So like, Darktide needs a Winds of Change. They could introduce Gene Stealers that way. It would be so good. That way it can be a new enemy in the game, and also like it'd take place in the second Hive City. I'd love to have like a Darktide Winds of Change where I go in as Bog and I get some crazy perks and stuff, and I'm fighting fucking the oh god, I forget their name. The Gene Stealer Hulks. What are they called? Abominables? Abominations or something? You would go crazy. Punch. And also, every time they release an event and the reward is diamantine and plasteel and a... Well, you don't even get a border this time around. I want to... Like, do something very mean. Like, or say something very mean. Like, you could do weapon charms. Weapon charms. Like, cosmetics. Like, weapon skins, weapon charms. Stuff like that. You don't have to do like a crazy amount of cosmetics. Just imagine like, oh, for doing this you get a little like, I don't know, like skull thing. Why? There's a... You know what? It's fine. Oh, Ned came back and then we lost Ned immediately. You know what? I'll just do it. Ah, my eye. But yeah, I just need Darktide to do more.
I don't know why I expected better.
Like and you know, I know Darktide can do better because they've had the last few major updates like were good, right? The crafting update was good, the penance update was good, Havoc at the start was kind of interesting. It's like they know, like they have the ability to cook, but they're not turning on the gas, you know? Like all the new maps they've released were like good as fuck. Like Clandestine Gloriana is a great map. You know, even though it's gotten me a lot of grief in my time. Like, I love Darktide, as I said. I just want it to do better. And I know it can do better. Like, they're just not... It's not that... It's like they're not listening to the community in the right ways, if that makes sense. Because, like, Fatshark has some time... Like, I get why Fatshark hasn't listened to the community, like, fully. Because, obviously, once again, the Reddit will never be happy. Don't listen to Reddit. You have a large coalition of content creators who are incredibly high-level Darktide players. Tanner Lindbergh, Mr. E, Reginald, right? All these great Darktide players. And you're not... As far as I'm aware, Fatshark doesn't even have, like... Don't get me started on Twitch drops, where Fatshark's like, drops, and then you're like, oh, what streamers? And then like, I don't know. It's like, buddy. Like, you have a content creator group or partner program, and you don't listen to those content creators who are these incredibly high-level Darktide players. Like, I think I'm above average at Darktide. These guys put me in the goddamn dust. So it's like, what are we doing here, gang? Like, and also, the Ogryn playtesters, I'm sorry, gang, y'all are going straight to hell. Like, it just makes me wonder how much of, like, does Fatshark play their game, and if they do, what difficulties do they play? You know? And I'm not saying just because you're high level means that you know all the best things for Darktide, but like, I'm not saying, oh, let the content creators create the updates for you. I'm just saying, your content creators have a pulse on the temperature of Darktide. And you don't have to, like, listen to them fully. I'm not expecting you know, I don't expect to have the Tanner Lindbergh Darktide update anytime soon. But, like, you know, you can use a pulse. It's like, yes, you can sponsor the sock puppet guy every time there's a new big update, but, like, he doesn't play, you know, as far as I'm aware, or JFJ or whatever, he doesn't play the game. So, like, he's not... You're just sponsoring a content creator who's basically, like, unrelated to Darktide. And I'm not trying to insult this content creator. I'm sure JFJ's content's, like, enjoyable for the people watching. Ow. And also, like, I think... They just need to do the Hunt Showdown thing and let everyone... I think Hunt Showdown does this. Let everyone who streams their game access the drops. Because that's just better for everybody. Like, a creator program is nice and all, but, like, if it's only for Twitch drops, it's a little stupid, right? Like, Fatshark, and also, like, they gotta let go of their social media person, or, like, train them to do better. Darktide is so inactive on their social media, it might as well not exist. And then, like, when they do tweet, they tweet about something that's been in the game for, like, been going on for, like, a few days, and it's like, buddy, you're a week late to the party, like the Crusher event. They didn't tweet about it until a week after it was implemented. It's like, what's going on, gang? Like, are we good? I'll work your Twitter. I'll tweet about the game. Like, I mean, like, for example, Deep Rock Galactic and Helldivers tweeted at each other, and now there's, like, gonna potentially be a Helldivers and Deep Rock collab, judging from what we've seen. And, like, when asked, like, oh my god, is this a Deep Rock collab? Helldivers just winked. Like, bruh. This is social media interaction. Like, be active in your community. I'm being shot, and it hurts. Hey. I missed! So, like, really, one, interact with your community more. Two, like, open up your content creator program to more people, me included, and then, like, and then just let everyone who streams your game get access to Twitch drops. Fucker! Bastard! Okay, I'm not getting covered. If I get trapped, then I don't know. There we are. Whee! Anyway, I just need Fatshark to lock in. Getting scammed by stairs. Ow! What? Oh my god, the gunners. I've been getting my, like, like, they're putting holes in me over here, man. And I have, like, toughness curios. This shit sucks. Alrighty.
So ends the ritual. What once was mundane has now received the omnissiah's blessing. It shall be put to good use.
Also, like, I wish Fatshark was more open about how they do things and why they do things, just in general. Because it'd be like, I would love to hear the, like, the logic behind it. Oh my god, that guy got spaghettied. What a wall! Amazing. Anyway, just Fatshark just needs to lock in. Don't even get me started on the array of weapons that are practically useless. Like, weapon balance is a whole other thing that I could get into probably. Although there's definitely smarter minds than me when it comes to that stuff. That rock would have hit, by the way. Nice, we got the penance done. Oh, that's his backpack. It was like, what's sticking from his elbow? Well, alrighty. If you made it this far in the video. I mean, pretty much, like, moral story, Fatshark, lock in. Come on. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, or don't. I am not your mother. But you better brush your teeth. Now have a good one. Bye-bye.